Hi, everyone. My name is Robert Alfonso. You may remember me as TV's Manicheck, Ace Detective. Now, when this pandemic began, I found myself depressed and anxious. I wallowed in self-pity for a bit. I'm good at that. I eventually started seeking out some good news. And there actually is plenty out there, but it doesn't make the headlines. So that's when I started some good news for once. SGNFO. I call it SIGINFO. Although some of the trolls have called it signifying nothing, or Manicheck checks out, or get off the screen, you old fart. Anyway, I've read some good news today. It seems that a llama farmer in West Virginia started using llama dung to...
Oh my God, I'm late. He started already.
Oh, hi. I must have left on the mics.
Oh, you can hear me? That's great. I'm a big fan. I love the show.
That's wonderful. It's always great to hear from fans. What is your name, sir?
Sir? Oh, me. It's Jimmy Fountain.
Fountain, like a water fountain.
I never thought about it like that. Brilliant observation.
Thanks.
And if someone like you, so smart and funny, can be happy... No, what's it called when you think good things are about to happen?
An optimist.
No, that's an eye doctor.
Positive thinking?
No, that's when you find out you have a disease. Oh wait, I know. Upbeat. That's what I was looking for.
Okay.
I thought this show was something I watch, not one where I had to talk.
Well, it's an accident, but why not? Let's open it up. In the past, it's just been mostly me blathering on endlessly about good news I've heard. It'd be great to hear from you all some good news. So let's create this one-time live performance. So go ahead, Jimmy. What's your good news?
Geez, I don't know. I just, like to watch. You go ahead with the story you were going to start.
Okay, sure. I can start things off. So, this llama farmer...
Because if it's one thing we need now, it's some good news.
Exactly. So, a West Virginia...
All this stuff about disease and dying and toilet paper.
Okay.
So go ahead. Make with the good news already.
A llama farmer in West Virginia has made an interesting discovery.
Hey, Manicheck.
Manicheck is a character I play. My name is Robert.
Yeah. Okay. Manicheck. Well, that's my wife's BFF. Hey, Lisa. Say hi.
Hi.
I was about to tell my listeners about...
Mel?
Pardon me?
She's asking if you've seen Mel.
No, I don't know anyone named Mel. Oh, wait, Mel Brooks. We worked together once on a film a long time ago, but man, I haven't seen him since...
No, Jimmy, I wasn't talking to the idiot TV guy.
Hey!
I'm talking to you, Jimmy. Have you seen Mel?
No, but I mean, Mel and I don't really talk until later in the day.
Mel didn't show up for our... my massage session.
That's weird. I mean, Mel's always pretty, what's the word?
Punctual?
No.
Anal?
Ew, no.
Detail-oriented?
No. On time.
Yeah. Mel loves this show for some stupid reason.
You know I can hear you, right?
When I go without my Mel sessions, you know how crabby I get.
She's right.
That checks out. Maybe you can work on this in a different chat room?
What? Oh no, we're in the same house.
Oh, geez. This just keeps getting weirder and weirder. I need to get back to my show. Now, where is that mute button? Ah, here it is.
You can start now. I'm here.
Oh, hi, Anne. Manicheck. That's Anne. I know her from work. She's staying at my house now. Hi, Anne.
Yeah, anyway, Robert, you can start now.
Okay, I started already.
Cute! I need to ask you a few questions.
This isn't really a talkback show. It's,
Well, no, it seems like you've been talking for a while now.
well, it is my show. And do I understand that you're staying in the same house as Jimmy and Lisa?
Oh, never mind that now. I've been studying your show.
Really? Thank you. What do you like most about
Not
some
this
good
show.
news for...
Not this show, your television show.
Oh, a Manicheck fan. Fanicheck, as I like to call them.
Anne, you're a fan of Czech too? Jeez, you'll work with somebody and you never know. Small world, right?
Yeah, I'm working on a paper about it. I'm a professor in the semantics department.
Whoa, semantics department.
Well, we're more of a section.
That's so exciting. I had long felt it was more of a meaningful series than people gave it credit for.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the undertones of ancient Asian philosophies mixed with an understanding of class division and how not providing for the lower income people can be so detrimental to our society as a whole.
Is that the same show I watched? I just thought you caught bad guys.
I thought it was boring.
Oh, there was a lot going on in All Right.
Oh, thank you so much. That's
Yeah, a microcosm of postmodern oppressive patriarchal society.
a what now?
Dang, she's got some pretty words.
No female characters.
That's not true. What about Donna?
Oh, yes! The long-suffering, abused secretary who just adores her boss man. I don't think she counts.
But she has a mind of her own.
Does she, though? She does speak out once a season or so, but even then it's done in a cutesy manner, seemingly so that the testosterone-fueled audience can feel enlightened without actually having to do anything.
But remember the episode where my character yelled at the abusive boss at her other job?
Oh, yes. I remember it well. The poor damsel in distress, saved once again by a man. Oh, it would have been better if you had paid her enough so she didn't have to have a second job.
You know, I didn't write it, right?
Of course. You merely complicitly allowed the growing misogyny so you could increase your fame and finances. Just following orders, were you? But perhaps I'm being rude. I mean, this is your show. Please continue. I want to see if this show, where you do your own writing, is any more supportive of women.
Okay, sure. I'll start again.
Please.
A farmer in West Virginia says he, not that it has to be a he, women can farm too, but in this case, the farmer is a man, and he found a way to use llama dung from both male and female llamas. I think, I'm not sure, but I assume. I mean, dung is dung, right? Anyway, this farmer person.
Some good.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, hey, it's Mel. Hey, Mel. That's my wife. Hey, Mel.
Hey.
She is?
Yep, my wife.
Mel is your wife.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's the lucky woman who landed Jimmy.
Do you have an issue with that?
No, not at all. I just would not have pictured you with him or this type of person. Anyway, great. Thanks for joining us.
Is this an interactive show now? That's fantastic.
Well, thank you, but I appreciate your enthusiasm, Miss Fountain, but
It's Bonds.
Excuse me?
I didn't take Jimmy's last name. My name is Bonds. Melissa Bonds. Mel.
Oh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
It's fine.
Anyway, thank you for joining us today. I was about
Where
to...
were you?
Well, I've been doing my show the entire time.
Not you.
Me? Well, I've been here the whole time.
God, Jimmy, honey, I was talking to Mel. Where were you?
I was late.
Yeah, I see that. But why? You're never late.
Could I get back to the,
Shut up! I'm going to mute your mic.
What's the matter, Lisa?
Where were you?
It was personal.
Oh. Personal?
Me?
You're hiding something.
I'm not. Why do you say that?
Because you're never late. You don't miss this show. And because when I ask you a question, you say, me? Which only means you're lying.
Me? I mean, no, I don't.
Really? You don't? I see. So, do you mind telling me where you were?
It's personal.
Personal.
Yes.
More personal than our morning sessions?
I can't tell you everything.
What? Why? Of course you can tell me everything. We've been friends like...
Can I please just watch this show?
Fine.
ever catch that mother... Oh, so I see I'm back now. Great. So, let me continue with the show. In West Virginia, a llama farmer...
I wanted them to keep going.
Oh, for the love of God!
Wait, you can hear me?
Yes, I unmuted all my listeners this time. Worst mistake of my life.
Worse than implicitly agreeing to carry on blatantly sexist role you played for 10 years? That tells a lot.
It wasn't that bad.
Well, not that bad.
Dearie, would you mind being quiet a moment?
Excuse me?
My apologies, am I muted?
Oh no, I heard you loud and clear, and so did every woman here.
Oh, did you then? Well, then why are you still speaking? I spoke affectionately and politely.
I'm not your dearie, and just so we're clear, I'm not your honey, your baby, or your sweetie.
Very well then. Would you mind please shutting up, you caddis cow? Many thanks, doll.
Okay, listen. That's not cool, dude.
Perhaps birds go figure. What's this show called?
SGNFO, some good news for once.
I thought this was a porn site. Sorry, mate.
Oh,
Excuse me?
God, hon, not again. You have a problem.
How so?
Yeah, this, not a porn site.
Seeing those two women argue, I thought for sure they were going to start kissing at any moment.
What?
Hello, Lisa. Lisa, dearest. Lisa's my wife. How's it going, sweetie?
Don't call me sweetie. That scene you just saw, that was me.
Was it?
Yes, hun.
Oh, so it was.
Wait, what? You didn't recognize me? Your own wife.
fantastic. A man so involved in objectifying women that he doesn't even recognize that it's his wife in what he perceives to be porn, and that the male cliche that even watching two women speak is sufficient to arouse men.
You must be great fun at parties.
At the type of parties I attend, we discuss art and literature and music.
I see. You do a lot of parties lately, have you?
Okay. This has gotten a little out of hand. Let's everyone just take a breath.
I don't need you to save me.
I know. I get that. I wasn't trying to save you. I was trying to get my effing show back. That got everyone's attention?
Indeed.
Respect.
Okay. Thank you. I guess I need to move on. My guess is that no one wants to talk about that redneck farmer and his llama shit. Is that?
Sorry,
Robert.
Sorry, Manichek.
For the last time, Manichek is a role I play, not my name.
Sorry. Manichek.
Okay. Since no one wants to talk about my crappy good news, tell me what's going on.
I want to know.
I just want to see the show.
I can't believe you're
Spending all this time with
Randy's
women in
bad.
school.
Okay, everyone stop! Okay. Thank you. Now let's take this one at a time. Ladies first. Scratch that. Ms. Talbot,
Yes.
I understand that you are feeling a bit perturbed at the perceived misogyny of my show.
I am.
Okay, thank you. Now that you mention it, you do have a point. There are some issues. When we get back to production, I will definitely work with management to introduce some stronger female characters and to employ some more women writers on the staff.
Thank you.
I'm sensing that there may be other underlying issues here, that your anger at me and the production company is part of a larger problem.
With society as a whole, you're smarter than you look.
Thank you, I guess. But now I think we're getting too big. Is there something else specific on your mind?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I don't need your permission to talk about it.
I know. Please, tell me what the issue is.
We talk privately?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Well, privately, no. But with honesty, absolutely.
This is embarrassing.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
Oh, God, just stop. Miss Talbot?
Anne is fine.
I don't think I can do that anymore.
Okay, anyway, I was passed over for promotion to a man, a boy, really, an idiot boy.
Hey, wait. That must be wrong. I thought they offered me that promotion.
Oh, my God.
See?
They passed you over to get to Jimmy.
I know. Wasn't that cool? They asked me to be the chair of the whole department.
Shut up, Jimmy!
Yeah, Jimmy, shut up.
You see the kind of boys club I'm living with?
Surely there's some kind of lawsuit you can pursue.
I am, and don't call me Shirley. I don't know what, I don't know if it's going to do any good, but even you can see that I'm more qualified to be the department chair than.
Right, but he is a man, so...
Excuse me?
Run along, dear. It's time for the men to talk now.
What? I have never been so insulted. I'm out of here.
No, anyway, please don't go. He's an idiot. Ow.
Jimmy, are you just going to stand there?
I don't understand.
Well, Anne was clearly insulted, and because you got the job she wanted, and then this bozo gets on and says bad stuff about women, how can you just stand there?
That's the part that confused me. I mean, I get that she's insulted that I got the job, and this girl hater over here is mouthing off. No offense.
None taken.
Then what's the problem?
You said, how can you stand there? I'm sitting down.
You're an idiot. I don't know why I agreed to marry you.
Why you agreed? Good. Well, maybe you should tell them.
Crap. Now I've done it.
Wait, Mel, where are you going? Come back. Jimmy's not an idiot. Well, he kind of is, but only I can call him that.
Ah, brilliant. That worked out swimmingly. Now it's just the men, as all serious conversations must be.
God, I didn't think there were men in the world who still think that way. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be mad at you.
Why is that?
Something to do with me sitting or standing, I think.
Very well then.
Listen, why don't you take a break? Everyone else seems to be. Perhaps go find some actual porn or something.
Jolly good plan.
This did not go the way I had planned. I guess I'll have to switch to webinar next time so I don't let all of you speak.
Hey, maybe you can get back to the story again.
Seems kind of pointless now.
Well, I'm listening.
Okay, fine. a farmer in West Virginia.
Oh, hey, what brings you up here? Look, I know we've had our problems, but I really go.
Oh my God. Oh my God, what's happening?
Hey, Jimmy, are you still on here? Because we're out of toilet. Oh, is that blood?
Oh my God, Mel, are you okay?
Someone call 911! For the love of God, call 911!
What's the number?
Obviously there's some major problem here. I'm gonna have to sign off for now and call the authorities. I will be back soon, or whenever. You might want to grab a snack or something.
What happened?
Mel, are you sure you're okay?
Me? Oh, I'm fine. Just a little tired is all.
We were all a little worried about you.
I'm back.
Oh, God. You aren't going to tell us about the damn vegetable farmer again, are you?
It's a llama farmer, and no, we've moved beyond that.
Have we?
Anyway, the coroner's office came right away and said that Jimmy died from multiple stab wounds.
Oh my God! Oh no, Jimmy!
I know, Mel, the love of your life just died. I'm so sorry.
I doubt seriously if he was the love of her life.
Okay, so we didn't have the perfect marriage. And he was kind of an idiot. But he was my idiot. And I loved him in my own odd way.
I dare say kinky way.
Shut up.
Wait, he was stabbed on my program and you all saw him die. You guys let the coroner in. How is that you're shocked by this news?
So now you're telling us how to feel?
I never said. Okay, fine. Now, the police are delayed.
Oh, no. Is there another emergency? Protests? Looting?
No, a donut shop opened. They needed supplies.
Brilliant.
Anyway, since we don't have a real detective, I'll use my years of playing one as my experience. I need to ask each of you some questions.
Wait a minute. How do we know you didn't do it?
Well, you guys know that I'm broadcasting from my house, right?
Quite.
And that I have no idea where your house is?
Mansion, but okay.
And since all of you are at that one house...
Mansion.
Oh, right. Must be one of us then.
It would seem so.
I guess.
Looks that way.
I'm glad you agree.
Stopped watch is right twice.
Well, my first question is, why are all of you there at the house together?
Mansion.
Why are you at the mansion together?
I live here.
Ernest and I moved in after I lost my job. COVID budget cuts.
I got sick.
And the rest of us stayed quarantined.
That explains it. Thanks. Okay, well, while I was off, I studied up a bit on the deceased.
I beg your pardon, the diseased?
No, the deceased. The dead guy?
Brilliant. Yes.
Anyway, I confess, when I first met him, I thought he was, how do I put this?
Brain dead.
Dumber than a box of rocks.
Imbecile?
An utter twit?
Somewhat mentally challenged. But I did some research.
You did some research.
Yes.
By which you mean you Googled him?
It was Bing, actually, but yes.
Called it.
My point is it possible that he wasn't the utter twit we assumed he was?
I can't see that happening.
Nope.
No chance in hell.
Rather unlikely, I must say.
That's what I thought too. But he was inducted into Mensa in his late teens. He was an award-winning chess master. He wrote his PhD thesis under a pseudonym, but managed to make it a bestseller. He also started out with about $40 when he got out to LA and used his YouTube channel to fund real estate ventures and became a millionaire. Very close to a billionaire, actually.
He wasn't such a bad guy.
I mean, hey, I married him.
Perhaps he wasn't so awful.
Jolly good chap, that.
Yeah, now all of you are his best friends. Typical. While you're all congratulating yourselves on how wonderful he is, one of you killed him.
It can't be.
Likely.
I would never.
Doubtful.
Jimmy may not have been the sharpest knife in the drawer, but it seems like he has competition in the idiocy department.
Huh?
Seems like a lot of you in that place aren't particularly bright.
Rude.
Rather.
Not very nice.
You're not particularly great.
Now, I think I should ask each of you some questions. Let's see. Anne, your name is first alphabetically. Let's start with you.
Talbot, it starts with a T. I should be the last one.
I was going by first names.
Well, go ahead. I have nothing to hide.
One of the biggest questions. Everyone else is there because they are close friends, relatives of Jimmy. Why are you in the house? Mansion. Why are you at the mansion?
I'm doing a social study on the dynamics of the household.
Interesting. And how long have you been living there?
11 days.
11 days?
That's when Ernst found out he was sick.
I see. And which room are you in?
The family room.
And how far is that from where Jimmy was?
I was next door.
Oh my God, that's right.
Okay. You also seemed rather put out by Jimmy's seemingly illogical rise to department head.
Sorry.
I said you seemed rather peeved when Jimmy landed the chair position.
I heard you. I just didn't think there was a question there.
Fair enough. So tell us then, how did you feel when Jimmy got the chair position?
Isn't that a yoga thing?
It is.
You do yoga?
Oh, good heavens, no, but I've seen some yoga porn. Delightful.
God, Ernest, honey, please don't talk.
Okay then, getting back to Anne, if we may.
Yes, please.
You were quite upset at Jimmy's promotion.
Oh, who wouldn't be? Another example of the patriarchy.
Well, were you aware that he turned it down?
What?
Are you kidding me?
Not at all. In fact, not only did he turn it down, but he asked that he be allowed to take on a custodial job.
Custodial job? He was going to be a janitor?
That is what it appears.
Oh my God, that's perfect. Janitor. Very suiting for him. Hilarious. Oh, thank goddess. You are just.
Just what?
Wait a minute. Why? Why is it hilarious?
That's the job he deserves. He's a moron.
He's not. He is, or I guess was, smart. He was funny. He was generous. Perhaps he wanted you to have the job.
The question remains, though, why did Jimmy pretend to be so
Stupid?
Illiterate?
Jim,
A little slow.
simple?
I think I might know.
Okay.
Right after he was offered the promotion, he said we should take a real honeymoon, so we went to Australia.
Separate rooms?
How did you know?
Intuition.
Okay. Anyway, after we landed in Sydney, Jimmy was stung by a scorpion.
That's not enough to...
He was also knocked in the head by a kangaroo.
Well, that's maybe
And
more
he
like...
finished a whole can of Australian beer.
That does explain it.
Oh, that Aussie beer will kill you.
Since then, he's been dumber than a Three Stooges film.
That's great insight. Thanks, Mel.
Oh, that makes this awkward.
Why? Did you kill him?
Of course not.
Dang, that usually works on my TV show. But you do admit that you were angry at his promotion.
No question.
And it did affect your livelihood, right?
It did.
And how did that make you feel?
Like making a plate of cookies and opening my thighs. Are you an idiot? It pissed me off.
Tell me more.
Shut up. Angry enough to kill?
Excuse me? Creative genius. You might need to try a different tactic. That one, not working.
Yeah, I'm starting to hate my TV show.
Finally, something we can agree on.
I may have some more questions for you later. Ernest.
Present and accounted for.
At ease.
Thanks, mate. What can I do for you?
Which room are you staying in?
The home gym.
Oh, do you work out?
With a body like this, you really need to ask that question?
So no.
No, I just like this room.
Now, if you don't work out, why do you like it so much?
The widescreen TVs.
Ah, sports fan.
Oh, God, no.
A TV fan.
Somewhat.
Are you familiar with my show?
What show is that?
Perfect.
Manicheck, Ace Detective.
No, but I am familiar with Manicheck, Ace and the Whole Detective.
What is that?
An erotic remaking of your show.
So porn.
In a nutshell.
Again,
Your wife is right. This is not the first time you've mentioned porn.
Isn't it?
I'm beginning to think you might have a problem with that. Do you?
No.
yes,
Wait, what?
you definitely have a problem.
How so?
Have you gone a day without it in, well, ever?
I'm sure I have.
You certainly didn't give it up on our honeymoon.
Well, that was for your benefit.
I was downstairs having breakfast when you started watching it.
Can I help it if I have a stronger appetite for the boudoir than you?
It just seems maybe we could go without it for, I don't know, a week or so.
A week? Perhaps you can go without avoiding your bowels for a week.
Gross. Or at least not at Grandma's house over Thanksgiving.
That old biddy is not nearly as innocent as you make her out to be.
Oh,
I can quit any time. I just choose not to.
says every addict ever.
God, you sound just like Jimmy.
What?
I said she sounds just like Jimmy.
Was Jimmy trying to get you to quit?
In a matter of speaking.
Why do you say it like that?
But how did you play a detective? He's telling you Jimmy was blackmailing him for his addiction.
Is that true?
Somewhat.
See, Sherlock?
Porn isn't illegal.
They don't pay sex workers sufficiently, and they are terribly unsafe. But he's right, it's not currently illegal.
Jimmy was blackmailing me.
Why?
Because
We're listening.
because it's so much worse than my wife knows about, okay? Fine, happy?
What?
He promised not to tell you, but I was about 400 pounds in debt.
OMG. 400 pounds?
I never remember. How much is that in American dollars?
I don't mean 400 English pounds. I mean the weight of 400 pounds of American dollars.
Huh?
About $400,000.
What?
That is a lot of money.
Another brilliant deduction from the master sleuth.
Thank you so much. Now, if you were 400G in debt, how could you afford to pay Jimmy for blackmail?
It wasn't technically speaking blackmail.
Excuse me?
He paid my debt, but then he threatened to tell Lisa if I didn't go to addiction meetings and if I didn't continue to pay him back.
Did you go to meetings?
I did join Porn Addicts Anonymous.
Were you watching porn less?
No, I just used a different name.
Hold for laughs. Lisa?
Yes.
Were you aware of this?
I always hated it, but I thought it was harmless. I didn't know that it had gotten that bad, and it's just like sweet Jimmy to be concerned about that. He was always the sweetest, the kindest guy. Of course, he covered Ernest's debt. He was that kind of caring person, so generous, so.
Really? You seemed to be rather perturbed at him earlier.
I never could stay mad at him for too long. I was in love with. I loved that guy.
Loved that guy or in love with that guy?
It might be a language problem. I'm not really from here.
Really? Where do you come from?
Pittsburgh.
That clears it up.
I just mean love, in love. I'm just fuzzy on the concept.
That's for certain.
Definitely.
Explain that.
Well, I love my husband, I guess. It's what you're supposed to do, right?
Oh, you're making me feel giddy, you romantic vixen, you.
I don't dislove you,
The lesser-known section at Hallmark.
but do I get all tingly like in the movies?
Depends on the movie.
God, you're gross.
Let's go back to when you first joined the show.
Okay.
You said that you were always upset when you missed your morning session with Mel. Are you in love with Mel?
I'm right here.
No, I don't mean, and not to say that you're not lovable, and I do love you. You're my best friend and have been since, geez, how long has it been?
Tuesday, July 4th, 2006, just before dusk, you were scared by the fireworks. You know, from what I recall. Doesn't that sound right?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Wow, that's a long time. Yeah, I loved her. Like a friend this whole time.
Me too. Like a friend.
So, why were you upset that you missed your morning session, as you called them? What happened in these sessions?
You don't want to know.
Oh, stop, Mel. She's saying it like something weird went on. We talk. Sometimes she'd give me a massage. It was kind of like analysis.
For her?
So, yeah. Anyway, of course I love her. But she's my bestie. Again, I kind of have to love her. But Jimmy, oh my God, he was so handsome and smart and generous and giving. Mel, I was so jealous when you met him. You're so lucky.
Yeah, that's me. The lucky one.
I just don't know how I'll ever live without him. He was just so great. I'm going to miss him so.
So, were you in love with him?
I think I kind of was.
Were you jealous of Mel for ending up with him?
Yes, I guess I was.
Oh God, don't say it.
Jealous enough to kill?
He said it.
Of course not.
Has that ever worked?
I don't know. I never watched the news. So, one more suspect. Mel.
Yeah.
First, where were you and why were you in the house?
Mansion.
Damn it, sorry, mansion.
Can you believe this guy? It's my house. No, now you have me doing it. It's my mansion. Well, Jimmy and mine. So, I'm usually here. Especially since, well, I know you don't watch the news much, but there is a pandemic going on, and a few of us had to stay home.
I see. What room were you in?
My bedroom.
Not when I was in your room.
I had an appointment.
An appointment? You didn't leave the house to go to this appointment.
Mansion. No, I didn't have to leave.
So where was it?
It was with my God, I hate this. My therapist.
Since when have you been seeing a therapist?
I only
If I
just
could
started
interject here,
my second session, to be honest.
Wait, has something been bothering you? Why don't I know about this?
I don't tell you everything.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. You tell me everything. You tell everyone everything. You tell me, you tell your hairdresser, the guy who bags your groceries, even this moron. No offense.
none taken. I'm used to it by now. But why are you in therapy?
Me? Fine. Here's why I'm in therapy. I have been in love with my best friend since high school, and I can't tell her. I married a guy I didn't love and I'm not attracted to.
Wait. You're in love with me? Does that mean you're gay?
Yes.
And you all knew?
Of course.
I figured.
I was hoping.
Oh, God, you are so gross. I have no idea why I accepted that dowry to marry you.
But Mel, why did you marry him?
My family is conservative and it would have killed them. I didn't want to tell them. Jimmy was blackmailing me.
What?
Blackmailing you? Didn't you share the same money?
Well, yes, it wasn't about the money, just like Mr. Randy English person here, pervert. Jimmy wanted me to come out to you and to my family, and he threatened to tell them himself.
Guy is sounding more and more interesting. Maybe I was too quick to judge.
That sounds like my Jimmy.
Your Jimmy?
I wish he was my Jimmy.
Huh. This is fascinating. So we've got 5 people living in a house mansion. Jimmy, the main breadwinner of the family.
Hey, I have a job.
Really, what do you do?
I'm a massage therapist.
Yeah? And how's that going in this pandemic?
Fine. He was the breadwinner.
Thank you. Then there's Mel, his closeted wife, who feared that Jimmy would tell her secret to her BFF and her
Too
family.
late now.
Mel's best friend, who was in love with the deceased and maybe angry that she couldn't have them all to herself.
I didn't go that far.
You didn't need to. And the most perverted Englishman since Elizabeth Hurley broke up with Hugh Grant.
It's a pleasure just to be nominated.
You owed the deceased over 400 G. If you killed him, you wouldn't have to pay it off anymore. The police really will have their work cut out for them on this one. I don't have a clue who might have done this.
I, for one, am shocked.
But I have an idea. Everyone, hold your arms up like this. Thank you. You can put your arms down. Now, let me ask you each this. How tall are you?
I don't see how that is any of your business.
Well, it may prove you're innocent.
5'10" and a half.
Thank you. Lisa?
5'10" as well.
Great. Thanks. Mel?
5'11".
Thank you. Ernest?
6'3".
Really?
No.
5'6". And I hate you all.
Thank you for your honesty. Eventually. Now, I need to review the evidence for a bit. I'll be back in a few minutes after this break. All right. Did you miss me?
Were you gone?
Right. Anyway, I've had a few minutes of looking at the evidence, and I know who did it.
That right.
It is.
An intelligent mind like yours shouldn't have to waste time on such trivial matters.
Oh, intelligent now, am I?
I've always thought so.
Definitely.
Brilliant, really.
Sucking up won't help the real killer.
Oh, man.
Oh,
But I like it.
hooray!
And anyway, how many of you thought Anne did it? Mm-hmm.
Thanks a lot, all of you. Way to support a sister and whatever you are.
Well, it doesn't really matter what they think. But have no fear. I know you didn't do it.
Why? Am I not strong enough because I'm a girl?
Because you are not strong enough with your skinny arms. The amount of thrust necessary to stab someone multiple times, working through sinew and bone, takes a good amount of upper body strength. Your arms are thin and frail.
So you're looking at my body?
I just proved you innocent.
Oh, right. Thanks.
You are free to go.
Great. Bye. Wait. Does that mean you think Ernest did it since he's the only guy?
Well, not necessarily, but let's talk to Ernest.
Must we?
We must. Now, Ernest wanted Jimmy dead because he didn't want the extent of his addiction known. Plus, Ernest owed him a ton of money.
Not a ton, 400 pounds.
I stand corrected. 400 pounds of US dollars. But if you look at the killer's move, you can plainly see that the killer's knife towers over the victim. While Ernest certainly has the muscular ability,
Appreciate that, mate.
no problem, Ernest completely lacks the height to have pulled off this crime.
Maybe he stood on a chair.
Well, we would have seen him move a chair. Ernest,
Yes?
you are not the killer. You are dismissed.
Thank you.
On behalf of women everywhere, I'm glad he's not on the picture.
I heard that.
Good.
Okay, Mel,
Oh boy. Here it comes.
you wish to remain closeted and not inform your conservative family.
We talked about this already.
Jimmy knew this and confronted you about it.
I know.
This made you very angry.
Yup.
And you had the height and arm strength to commit this crime.
Oh no.
But how long have you fainted at the sight of blood?
Wow. No one's ever asked me that before. No problem. I'm glad. I'm tired of living this lie. Ever since I was a young girl, I've known I can't. God, this is hard.
It's okay. We're all here for you.
This is embarrassing. I've fainted the sight of blood. I've tried to work around it, tried to toughen myself up. I have to be myself. I'm afraid of blood. There. I said it. I don't care if I lose friends because of this. I have to stop living a lie. That's why I started seeing that therapist. I mean, you know, that and the little coming out thing. I'm here. I'm queer. I faint at the sight of blood. Get used to it.
Okay then. My only point in mentioning this is that it clears you from the possibility that you stabbed your husband.
Oh, right. Thanks.
You can leave
Feel
now.
better now. I have to stay now.
Well, that leaves Lisa.
Okay. Tell them how I can be eliminated.
Well, you have the height, you have the arm strength,
Thank you.
and you have the motivation.
Did I?
You were in love with Jimmy,
Yes, I was.
and you wanted to keep him for yourself.
Yes, I did.
And is that why you killed him?
It is. I thought we would be together forever if Mel divorced him, but he showed no interest in me whatsoever. And if I couldn't have him, no one would.
Can't believe that "did you kill him" thing finally worked.
Fourth time's the charm, I guess. All right, then. Everyone, please make sure she doesn't leave until the police finally arrive. Another case closed by Manicheck, Ace Detective. Good night, everybody.
Oh, good night.
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 Good
Night.
night.
I liked him.
Kind of an ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.